Can you see my YouTube? Does it show live? Missed it one flip. One asking when we're gonna start. We're waiting on. Yeah, he wants us to start. All right. All right, you guys ready? All right, we're gonna start it like we always do. All right. This is War on Wednesday. Welcome to Piranha Raceway. About to start this up. 10:10. Yeah. No, the quickest was 10:03. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm running it tonight, so we're gonna see. I hope either your own dragster beats you or my pickup truck. Eugene, we're friends, but it's race day. All right. 58 entries tonight. Pairs are up. Round one. Up first is Ron in the blue F-150 against Gary in Corvette 1. In the water box, we got BMR, left lane, Cody and Firestick against Frank the Tank, number 4. Under the tower, we got Dan in the stump against BSR and LAPD. Welcome to Wednesday Night Bracket Racing here at Piranha Speedway. Gary dials in the 1367 doing a little track prep. Ron, for wanting to start first, is sure taking his time. Ron is a little distracted, and that might be to everyone's favorite tonight. N95 in the left for Ron, 1367 in the right. Both no bar cars. Gary is staged. Ron is staged. Both drivers are ready. Oh, waiting on Ron. All right, drivers are ready. Lights are hot. Oh, both go red. Ron's going to take it. 9 off his dial, 1104. Ron moves on. Up next, we got BMR left lane in the fire stick against Frank the Tank, number 4. In the water box, we got Dan the Stump against BSR and LAPD. And under the tower, we got Eugene and D1 Yellow against Kipper in the pace car. Yeah. Exactly. What's your dial, Cody? Cody dials a 959. Big horsepower in the left lane. What do you got, Frank? $11.88. Frank doing some track prep. Cody is staged. Frank is staged. Both drivers ready. Lights are hot. Ooh, Cody gets it. 973, 14 off his dial. 003 light. Frank also goes 14 off his dial. 1202 with an 019 light. Not gonna cut it. Cody moves on. Up next, we got Dan and Stump against BSR LAPD. In the water box, we got Eugene D1 Yellow against Kipper in the pace car. And under the tower, we got Russell in the 1955 Chevy against Frank the Tank in number 5. Let me go get my car. In 05? Right. Dan moves on. What do you got, Eugene? Kipper? All right, 987 on the left, 1217 in the right. Drivers are staged. Lights are hot. Oh, Kipper breaks out by 3. Eugene takes it 992, 039 light. 5 off his dial. Eugene moves on, D1. Up next, we got Russell, 1955 Chevy against Frank the Tank, number 5. In the water box, Dan with the dually against Gary Long and Corvette 2. And under the tower, we got Ron and Top Shoe against BMR Green Hornet. Right lane, Cody. What do you got, Russell? 11-0 on the left. Frank? 11-0 on the left, 1166 in the right. This one's going to be a good one. All right, both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Oh, look at that. Frank, 1173, 7 off his dial, 077 light. Russell, 24 off his dial, 071 light, not going to cut it. Frank moves on. Up next, we got Dan in the dually against Gary Long in the Corvette 2. In the water box, Ron with Top Shoe against BMR in the Green Hornet, right lane. And under the tower, we got BSR in the 48 Ford against Eugene, D4. Dan in that sweet dually dials at 1250. Gary goes 1367 in that no bar vet. 2 no bar cars. Dan switches to a 1248. Says temperature's cooling down. This big block's gonna pick up. This 454 is about to show you something. All right, Gary is staged. Dan pulls in. All right, both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Gary goes red. Dan moves on. 14 off his dial. 1262. Gary would have got it. Dan moves on. That sweet dually. Up next, we got Ron Top Shoe against BMR in the Green Hornet. In the water box, we got BSR in the 48 Ford against Eugene, D4 Weekend. And under the tower, Frank the Tank, number 6 against Dan and the Datsun 2000. You got Cody. Ron. 1070 in the left, 1150 in the right. Both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Oh man, Ron goes red by 6. Cody takes it, 1153, 3 off his dial with a 13 light. Cody moves on. Said 978. All right, gotta go get my cup. All right, BSR moves on. Up next, we got Frank the Tank number 6 against Dan in the Datsun 2000. In the water box, we got BSR in the green vet against Kipper in the fair lane. And under the tower, Gary, you're back up with Studebaker 1 against BMR Westside Camaro, right lane, Cody.
1157.
1157 in the right. What do you got, Frank? 1198 in the left, 1157 in the right. This is going to be a close one. Both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Oh, wow. Frank 2 off, but Dan gets it. Trees him with the 004 light. 1161, 4 off his dial. Dan moves on. Great light, Dan. Up next, we got BSR in the green vet against Kipper in the fair lane. In the water box, Gary with Studebaker 1 against BMR, Westside Camaro, right lane, Cody. And under the tower, Ron with the 66 fair lane against Russell and 56 Chevy. We got Kipper. I didn't hear that. All right. All right, Gary. Cody? 1275 in the left, 1001 in the right. Some more no bar cars. I need to get one. Yeah. All right. All right. Both drivers are staged. Drivers ready? Lights are hot. Cody takes it, 11 off his dial, 10-12 with a 19 light. Cody moves on. Up next, Ron, 66 Fairlane against Russell, 1956 Chevy. In the water box, we got Dan and the Newt against Eugene, D5 Blue Mac. And under the tower, we got Kipper in the van against Frank the Tank, number 7. What do you got, Ron? Russell? 1095 in the left, 1070 in the right. This one's going to be another close one. All right, both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Ron breaks out by 1. Russell takes it 53 off his dial. 1123 with a 44 light. Wow. All right, Russell moves on. Up next, we got Dan and the Newt against Eugene, D5 Blue Max. In the water box, we got Kipper in the van against Frank the Tank with number 7. And under the tower, we got BMR and Super C10 left lane Cody against BSR F100. What do you got, Dan? $12.52 in the left. $9.90 in the right. All right, Dan is staged. Eugene pulling into the beams. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Oh, Eugene goes red. Dan takes it 1378, 126 off his dial. Dan better go buy a lottery ticket after this one. Dan moves on. Up next, we got Kipper in the van against Frank Tank number 7. In the water box, we got BMR and the Super C10 left lane Cody against BSR F100. And under the tower, Gary and the Studebaker 2 against Eugene and D7 Envy. What do you got, Kipper? $19.90. What do you got, Frank? $19.90 in the left, $11.98 in the right. Kipper is cool as a cucumber in that V-dub. Already staged. Cracking a cold one in the back of that thing. On its way to the beach. Frank's going to be hauling the mail in the funny car, and Kipper's going to be driving down PCH. All right, drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Oh, Kipper breaks out by a lot. Frank 4 off his dial, 1202 with a perfect light. Look at those goose eggs. Look at that. Frank moves on. All right, up next, we got BMR Super C10 against BSR F100. In the water box, we got Gary Studebaker 2 against Eugene D7 Envy. And under the tower, Dan and the list 2 against Ron and the Blue Bayou. What do you got, Cody? 1276 on the left, 976 on the right. Drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Gary breaks out by 12. Eugene takes it 983, 7 off his dial. 027 light. Eugene moves on. Up next, we got Dan in list 2 against Ron and Blue Bayou. In the water box, we got Frank the Tank in number 8 against BSR and D1. And under the tower, Ron and the Shelly against Kipper and the Scrapper. What do you got, Dan? Oh, sorry. $10.61 in the left, $9.73 in the right. Okay, yeah, I could change it when we get there. Does it have wings?
Gain flight.
That's why it's so damn fast.
Hey, I wasn't gonna let that. That ain't part of it. Coming.
It's coming.
What do you give? Trying to burn me down.
All right. 1061 in the left, 973 in the right. Drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Both drivers go red. Ron, 986, 13 off his dial, takes it. Ron moves on. Up next, we got Frank the Tank, number 8 against BSR and D1. After that, Ron, you're back in the Shelly against Kipper and Scrapper. And under the tower, we got Gary in Fairlane 1 against BMR 2180. Yep.
You gotta stand up when you're pushed down. Don't stay there sitting knocked down on the ground. And when you start to fall, forget your fear, 'cause you will have to rise above it. Then you're self-made. And when you made it, don't hide the speechless. Do not pretend you don't see what's happening, because you know the way it feels. Whoa, so when you see them crossing, try to resist them. Try to recall your position. Now you have the force to change it. Don't you think it's time to tell him? You gotta stand up when you're pushed down. Don't stay there sitting knocked down on the ground. And when you start to fall, forget your fear, 'cause you will have to rise above it. Rise above it. You gotta stand up when you're pushed down. Don't stay there sitting numb down on the ground. And when you start to fall, forget your fear, 'cause you will have to rise above it. You gotta stand up when you're pushed down.
Frank moves on. What do you got, Kipper? 36? You said 36? I'm asking you, Kipper. Yeah, okay, 1034. 1034 against a 1034. Heads up race. Both drivers are staged. All right, drivers ready. Lights are hot. Ron takes it. 1044, 10 off his dial with a 48 light. Kipper 1076, 035 light, not going to do it. Ron moves on. Up next, we got Gary in the fair lane 1 against BMR 2180. In the water box, we got Eugene and Tie-Dye against Frank the Tank number 9. And under the tower, we got Russell with the 1940s Willies against Dan in the 68 GTO. What? I know.
Thunderbolt been waiting for.
What do you got, Cody? All right, Gary. Gary's staged. Cody is staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Cody takes it. 1207, 6 off his dial. 006 light. Gary 62 off, 1176. Not going to cut it. Cody moves on. Up next, we got Eugene and D9 Tie-Dye. Okay, I can change it right now. What do you want to call it? All right, what do you got, Eugene? $10.50 in the left, Frank. $12.55 in the right. Both drivers doing a little track prep. This is a war on Wednesday night for Piranha Speedway and Hobbies. 58 entries tonight. We are on round one. This is the 21st pair. Eugene is staged. Frank is pulling into the beams. Both drivers staged. Driver is ready. Lights are hot. Oh, Eugene gets it. Both drivers 5 off his dial. Eugene's going to get it with that 025 light against Frank's 064. All in the light, like he says. Eugene moves on. Up next, we got Russell. 1940s Ford Willys against Dan in the 68 GTO. In the water box, we got BMR Super Single left lane Cody against Kipper and Grumpy. And under the tower, we got BSR in the white funny car against Ron and Jalen. What do you got, Russell?
50
How about you, Dan? $13.00 in the left, $11.68 in the right. Russell is staged. Dan pulls into the beams. All right, drivers ready. Lights are hot. Dan goes red. Russell takes it. 44. 081 light. Russell got lucky on that one. Russell moves on. Up next, we got BMR and Super Single left lane Cody against Kipper with Grumpy. In the water box, we got BSR in the white funny car against Ron and Jalen. And under the tower, we got Frank the Tank and Double O against Gary in the fair lane 2. What do you got, Cody? What about you, Kipper? He's doing some track prep. We got a heads-up race. 1194 and 1194. Kipper and Grumpy's toy. Vega. Cody's gonna run that big tank of a dually. Screaming. Yep. You're out of the track. You're out of the track. Yeah. All right, both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Kipper breaks out by 3. Cody takes it 1196 with a 60 light, 2 off his dial. Cody moves on. Up next, we got BSR in the white funny car against Ron and Jalen. In the water box, Frank the Tank with Double O against Gary in the fair lane 2. And under the tower, we got Eugene in the blue coupe against BMR Pro Stock 55. That's going to be right lane, Cody.
Copy. Okay.
Up next, we got Frank the Tank, double O against Gary, fair lane 2. $11.14 in the right. $11.80 in the left. In the water box, we got Eugene in the blue coupe against BMR, Pro Stock 55, right lane, Cody. And under the tower, we got Russell in the 66 VW against BSR in the stripper. Gary is staged. Frank is staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Frank gets it 7 off his dial, 1187 with the 037 light. Gary 039 light, 1135. Frank moves on. Up next, we got Eugene in the blue coupe against BMR and Pro Stock 55. In the water box, we got Russell, the 66 VW against BSR and the stripper. And under the tower, we got Kipper and the CUDA against Dan and Lightning. What you got, Cody?
1101.
1101 in the right. What you got, Eugene? $960 in the left, 1101 in the right. Both drivers. Oh, Cody's getting staged. Both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Oh, Cody, get both of them. Run 12 off his dial, but Cody gets him with a 13 light. Eugene cuts a 17 light. Look at that margin, 4th out. Cody moves on. an upset.
For you, I'd make it a rainbow. I think I will be holding on to
What do you got, Russell?
the one thing that I know is stronger. Love is blind and no one's perfect. Platinum seems so shallow, 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 shallow. But you are bright white gold. With you by my side, I'm not worried. I think we'll be able to find ourselves again. Blank expressions, empty words. Nothing can keep me away from you. I think I will be holding on to the one thing that I know is stronger. Love is blind and no one told us. Platinum seems so shallow, 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 shallow. But you were bright white gold.
I was like, wait. Got it. Right, BSR moves on. What do you got, Kipper? Dan? All right, yours. Dan's in a book. I'm getting used to that. $12.30 in the left, $13.05 in the right. Kipper is staged. Dan's pulling in the beams. Both drivers are ready. Lights are hot. Dan gets it 6 off his dial. 1311 039 light. Dan moves on. Last pair, round 1. We got Ron, the Boss 302, against Eugene in the Blue Max Funny Car. What do you got, Ron? $10.19 in the left. $9.90 in the right. Eugene just seems to live in the 9s. Everything he's got is a 9. I love it. All right, both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Oh, Eugene gets it. One off his dial. 041 light. Ron gets him on the tree. But 27 off his dial is not going to get it. Eugene moves on. There it is. That's the end of round one. BSR has 2 left. BMR has 7 left. Dan has 5. Eugene has 4. Frank the Tank has 4. Gary, you are done. Kipper has 1. Ron has 4. And Russell has 2. On to round 2. All right, guys, here we go. Random buy. Who's going to get it? Oh, Eugene, D7. Oh, man. All right, round 2. Round 2, the pairs are up. First round is going to be Ron in the blue F-150 against BMR Fire Stick right lane, Cody. In the water box, we got Dan in the stump against Frank the Tank in number 5. And under the tower, Eugene in D1 against BMR and Green Hornet. You'll be in the right lane again, Cody. This is round 2. War on a Wednesday night bracket racing. Weekly at Piranha Raceway. What you got, Cody? 966. When I raced that car, I called it the Red Rocket because it is a rocket. $966 in the right, $10.98 in the left. Ron's doing a quick burnout. Ron is staged. Cody is pulling in beams. All right. Both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Cody goes red and breaks out by 1. Ron takes that 1102, 4 off his dial, 081 light. Ron moves on. Up next, we got Dan in the stump against Frank the Tank, number 5. In the water box, Eugene, D1 yellow against BMR. Cody, you're back up. Green Hornet, right lane. You got 7 cars left, so you're going to have to hustle, man. You're going to be up quite a bit. Cody. Well, the first one. Well, now he's got 6. What do you got, Dan? What do you got, Frank? $10.05 in the left, $11.73 in the right. Both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Frank goes red and breaks out. Dan's going to take it. 10-15, 10 off his dial, 047 light. Dan moves on. Up next, we got Eugene D1 Yellow against BMR and the Green Hornet. In the water box, we got Frank the Tank, you're back up, number 7 against Ron, the Blue Bayou. And under the tower, Russell, the 1956 Chevy against BMR Westside Camaro. Right lane again, Cody. Oh,
What do you do? I did.
what you got, Eugene? What you got, Cody? $9.90 in the left, $11.51 in the right. Eugene doing some track prep. Cody's side already prepped with that John Force burnout. Eugene is staged. Cody is staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Oh, wow. Cody gets it. 006 light, 4 off his dial. Eugene goes 6 off his dial with a 16 light. Cody moves on. Up next, we got Frank the Tank, number 7 against Ron, Blue Bayou. Taco George just showed up. What's up, man? Up next right now, we got Frank the Tank, number 7 against Ron, the Blue Bayou. In the water box, we got Russell in the 56 Chevy against BMR in the Westside Camaro. And under the tower, we got Dan in the dually against BSR in the 48 Ford. Yeah. This is the 4th pair of round 2, Winter Park Raceway. Oh yeah, I said that wrong. I'll edit that out. It's bringing back memories is what it's doing. Nostalgia. What do you got, Ron? 980. Frank? 1198. 1198 in the left, 980 in the right. Both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Oh, look at that. Ron takes it. 984, 4 off his dial. 007 light. Ron moves on. Hey, yo. No one's in front of you, Cody. You're good. Yep. All right, up next, we got Russell, the 56 Chevy against BMR in the Westside Camaro. In the water box, we got Dan in the dually against BSR in the 48 Ford. And under the tower, Cody, you're back up with Super C10 in the left lane against Ron and the Shelly. What do you got, Russell? 1070 in the left. Cody? $10.07 in the right, 1070 in the left. Both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Cody takes it, runs his dial with a 19 light. Cody moves on. Up next, we got Dan in the dually against BSR in the 48 Ford. In the water box, BMR Super C10 left lane, Cody against Ron in the Shelly. And under the tower, we got Dan in the Datsun against Eugene and the Caster. Yeah.
You're playing with it. That ain't right. No.
Eugene. Dan moves on. All right, what do you got, Cody? Ron? $11.15 in the left, $10.39 in the right. Ron is staged. Cody is staged. Driver is ready. Lights are hot. Oh, look at that. Ron takes it 4 off his dial. 10:43 with a 43 light. Cody runs an 11:37, 22 off with a 32 light. Not going to cut it. Ron moves on. Up next, we got Dan in the Datsun 2000 against Eugene and McCaster. In the water box, we got Frank the Tank with number 8 against BMR and 2180 right lane, Cody. And under the tower, we got Kipper in the fair lane against Dan in the Newt. What do you got, Eugene? $11.54 in the left, $10.50 in the right. Driver's doing some track prep. We're in the 8th pair of round 2 tonight. All right, both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Eugene gets it 10.56, 6 off his dial with a 20 light. Dan runs a 11.69, 15 off, 31 light. Eugene will move on. Up next, we got Frank the Tank in number 8 against BMR 2180 right lane, Cody. In the water box, we got Kipper in the fair lane against Dan and Newt. And under the tower, we got BSR and Stripper against BMR and Super Single. He'll be in the right lane again.
Every other pair,
Yeah, that was me last time. It's nice. It's nice. I'm definitely not feeling it tonight. All right, what do you got, Frank? Cody? 11.83 in the left, 12.01 in the right. Frank pulling in. He is staged. Cody pulls in. He is staged. All right, both drivers are ready. Lights are hot. Cody goes red. Frank runs his dial. Oh, 81 light. Look at that. Frankie moves on. Cody, you ran a 12.05, 4 off your dial with a negative 16. Up next, we got Kipper in the fair lane against Dan and the Newt. In the water box, we got BSR and the Stripper against BMR and Super Single. And under the tower, we got Ron and Jalen against Russell in the 1940s Willie. $12.50 in the right. What do you have, Kipper? $12.00 in the left, $12.50 in the right. What would you like? Kipper ups it, $12.08. $12.08 to $12.50. Dan doing some track prep, laying some rubber down. Kipper says, I don't need none of that. All right. Both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Kipper goes red. Both of them run 2 off their dial. Dan's going to take it. 027 light, 1252. Dan moves on. Up next, we got BSR and the Scripper against BMR Super Single, right lane, Cody. In the water box, we got Ron Jalen against Russell in the 1940s Ford Willys. And under the tower, Eugene in the Blue Max funny car against Frank the Tank and Double O. What do you got, Cody?
94.
94. All right, get my car. What's up? 1374. No. And what are you? 1194? No.
Okay. Great. Great.
Got Ron. Russell?
Good.
Oh. All right. 1098 in the left, 13-0 in the right. Driver's staged. Lights are hot. Ron gets it. 1109, 11 off his dial. Russell, 9 off. Couldn't cut the tree. 092. Up next, we got Eugene Blue Max funny car against Frank the Tank and Double O. In the water box, we got Dan with Lightning against BMR Pro Stock 55, right lane, Cody. What do you say, Frank? $9.89 in the left, $11.83 in the right. Frank's gonna get the jump. I know. Eugene is staged. Frank staged. Both drivers are ready. Lights are hot. Oh, wow. Look at that. Frank, 1 off his dial with an 061 light, but Eugene's going to take it. 2 off his dial with a 31 light. It's all in the light. Reaction time will get it. Eugene moves on. Up next, we got Dan and the Lightning against VMR and Pro Stock 55. What do you got, Cody? $13.05 in the left, $11.07 in the right. Dan's gonna get the jump. Cody's gonna have to reel him in. Dan's racing his own vehicle tonight. So I guess no matter what, Dan wins. All right, Dan is staged. Cody is staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Cody gets it, 4 off his dial. Dan is 2 off, but can't get it at the light. Cody moves on. 11-11 with a 15 light, Cody. Eugene, you're not running it, right? There it is. That's the end of round 2. BSR, you are done. BMR has 4 left. Dan has 3 left. Eugene has 3 left. Frank the Tank has 1. Kipper, you are done. Ron has 4. And Russell, you are done. On to round 3. Looks like I'm sitting back and announcing tonight. All right, here we go. Random buy. Who gets the buy? Ron gets the buy with the Shelly. There it is, round 3. Up first, we got Ron in the blue F-150 against Eugene and McCaster. In the water box, we got BMR in the green Hornet left lane, Cody against Dan in the stump. And under the tower, Ron Blue by you against Cody in the west side Camaro. Yep. Interesting. What do you got, Eugene? What you got, Ron? $10.97 in the left, $10.50 in the right. This one's going to be close. Ron at stage. Eugene doing some track prep. Ron won either way. All right. Both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Eugene, 2 off his dial. 10:52, 0:29 light. Ron runs 5 off, 11:02 with a 40 light. Eugene moves on. Up next, we got BMR and the Green Hornet against Dan and Stump. Stump Evans? Oh, I spelled that wrong. That's okay. I read it as best I could. What do you got, Cody? What was that? $11.49 in the left, $10.05 in the right. Dan is staged. Cody's staged. Both drivers ready. Lights are hot. Cody red light. Dan breaks out by 2. 10:03, 0:27 light. Cody, you ran an 11:46. Dan moves on. Up next, we got Ron Blue by You against Cody Westside Camaro, right lane, Cody. In the water box, we got Eugene, the Blue Max 20 car against Dan in the dually. And under the tower, Frank the Tank with number 8 against Cody in super single. Race. What do you got, Ron? You got Cody. 979 in the left, 10:02 in the right. Ron is staged. All right, both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Ron 2 off his dial, 10 light, but Cody takes it 10-10, 8 off his dial with a 001 light. Cody moves on. Up next, we got Eugene Blue Max Funny Car against Dan in the dually. In the water box, Frank the Tank with number 8 against BMR Super Single right lane, Cody. And under the tower, we got Dan in the Newt. Did I spell that one correctly? All right. What do you got, Eugene? $12.45 in the right, $9.88 in the left. Dan's gonna get a big jump. Eugene, I have to reel him in with that Blue Max Funny Car. Eugene is staged. Dan is staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Both drivers go red. Eugene's going to take it by running his dial 988. Eugene moves on. Up next, we got Frank the Tank, number 8 against BMR Super Single right lane, Cody. In the water box, we got Dan McNewt against Ron and Jalen. And under the tower, Cody, you are back up. Pro Stock 55 in the left lane against Eugene and D7 Envy. No problem. You got 30 seconds. What do you got, Cody? What do you say, Frank? $11.80 in the left, $11.96 in the right. This is gonna be close. Frank is staged. Cody is staged. Both drivers ready. Lights are hot. Oh, wow. Frank goes 9 off, 11.89 with an 80 light. Not going to work. Cody takes it, 12.04, 8 off his dial with an 18 light. Cody moves on. Up next, we got Dan in the Newt against Ron and Jalen. In the water box, we got BMR in the Pro Stock 55 against Eugene D7. What do you got, Dan? Lost one. We've got one more. Walking to you. All right, never mind. Are you gonna run? He says his car's done. He says this car is done. Dan's here racing all his own vehicles. Yeah.
Well,
All right, both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Ron breaks out by 9. Dan moves on. 12:55, 10 off his dial, 17 light. Dan beats his own vehicle. All right, Cody, yours broken, right? All right. There it is. That's the end of round 3. BMR has 2 left. Dan has 2 left. Eugene has 3 left. Frank the Tank, you are done. And Ron has 1 left. On to next round. Round 4, quarterfinals. War on a Wednesday night. Piranha Speedway and Hobbies. Up first, we got BMR in the Westside Camaro left lane against Dan in the stump. In the water box, we got Eugene and McCaster against Ron and Shelly. What you got, Cody? $11.03 in the left, $9.99 in the right. Oh, excuse me, 10.03. That's what I put. Yep. 10.03 left, $9.99 in the right. All right, Dan is staged. Cody's staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Dan takes it 2 off his dial, runs a 10.01, 15 light. Cody runs a 10.18, the 19 light, 15 off his dial. Dan moves on. Up next, we got Eugene and McCaster against Ron and Shelly. In the water box, we got BMR and Super Single left lane against Eugene, Blue Max Funny Car 2. And under the tower, we got Eugene D7 against Dan and the Newt. Yeah, Ron. $10.49 in the left, $10.38 in the right. Two dragsters. Eugene is staged. Ron is staged. All right, drivers ready. Lights are hot. Ron goes red. Eugene takes it. 10:56, 7 off his dial with almost a perfect light. 001. Eugene moves on. Yeah. It's a war on a Wednesday night. Piranha Speedway. Round 4 quarterfinals. Third pair. Eugene. What do you got, Cody? $11.99. Cody dials at $11.99. Eugene is up. Blue Max 20 car. Pair after that's going to be Eugene and D7 against Dan in the Newt. $11.99 in the left, $9.88 right. We got another dually versus money car. Yeah. All right. Eugene is staged. Cody is staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Take it. 3 off his dial. 034 light. Cody moves on. What do you got? Dan dials in 1247. There's 2 boxes in there, springs and brushes. Yeah, I don't know if you can use them or not. Yep. What do you got, Eugene? There should the bottom one should be new. The bottom box. I think there's 2 in there. $977 in the left, $1247 in the right. Dan's gonna get the jump. Both drivers are staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Oh, Dan gets it. 2 off his dial. 1249 with a 20 light. Eugene with a 22 light. 6 off his dial. Not gonna cut it. Dan moves on. Those gonna work? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. That is the end of round 4. BMR, you have 1. Dan, you have 2. Eugene has 1. Ron, you are done. Next round. Round 5, semifinals. Up first, we got Dan and the Stump Evans against Eugene and McCaster. After that, we got Dan and Newt against BMR and Super Single right lane, Cody. If you want it, you can put stuff away. Leave the pink one and that one out.
We are in the semifinals tonight, Wednesday night bracket racing, Piranha Speedway. 58 cars tonight. Semifinals, round 5. Up right now, Eugene McCaster against Dan Stump Evans. What do you got, Eugene? Eugene dials in with a 1050. $10.50 in the right, $9.99 in the left. Eugene has stayed. Dan doing a little track prep. Dan has stayed. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Oh, Eugene breaks out by 2. Dan 14 off his dial. The 059 light gets lucky on that one. He moves on. Up next, Dan is back with the Newt against BMR Super Single right lane, Cody. Lights are hot. What do you got, Cody? 99 or 98? Dan?
1247 in the left, 1198 in the right. Two no bars again. And Dooley putting in work, even though it has a super single. All right, Dan is staged. Cody is staged. Drivers ready. Lights are hot. Look at that. Dan gets it. 5 off his dial. 1252 with a 16 light. Cody runs a 1210, 12 off. But that 035 light can't do it. Dan takes. And there it is. Dan is our winner tonight. Takes winner and runner up. Eugene, guess would be third. That is tonight's Wednesday night war at Piranha Speedway and Hobbies. Thank you for joining. Please like and subscribe so you always get a notification when we go live at the racetrack. Not sure if I will be back Saturday. Actually, I will not. So I will see you guys next Wednesday. Thanks again for joining. See you.